Welcome in from Fairfield High School. We are just about 2.5 minutes into this game between the Walnut Hills Eagles and the Lakota East Thunderhawks. It is the beginning of the playoffs, first round. Very excited for this matchup. The starters for Lakota East were Bailey Bacher, Bella Sturgill, Peyton Bucher, Isadore McCoon, and Macy Hill. For Walnut Hills, it is number 1, Honesty Billups. Number 3, Sinai Partridge. Number 20, that is Onyx O'Neill. Number 11, which is Ellie Little. And number 14, Jessia Ross. Walnut Hills currently has possession of the ball. They're passing it back and forth. Partridge passes it out to Ross, who just misses the shot. Back down court, Bailey Bacher passes out to Bucher. Just misses. McCoon tries for the rebound, and they are going to call a foul on Lakota East.
Those are those kind of fouls you don't want to get started early up in this game. Lakota East only does have 1 foul, while Walnut Hills has 2. Regardless, it's not a way you want to start a match. Those are normally the kind of matchups under the net that you're going to win. Just kind of reset here and get ready to play some defense.
Walnut Hills taking their time, setting everything up right. Just playing pass around now. Back to Ross. Passes it in to Rose Fightmaster, who came in as a sub. Back to Ross slowly. Fightmaster to Partridge, and they're just playing pass around. Ross ends up with it, and she just misses the 3. She is 41.2% on the season on threes, so just an ugly miss there.
Definitely a good effort, though, by Emma Rose Fightmaster, trying to keep the ball in bounds. Just couldn't get it, though, barely. Lakota East gets the ball back in play.
Bailey Bacher now with it, and a quick steal by Honesty Billups, and Walnut Hills gets possession right back. Slowly moving down the court, back to Ross, who is a star player on this Walnut Hills team. And Rose Fightmaster loses the ball. Macy Hill fights for it, but Honesty Billups will come up with the ball.
Good hard aggression there by this Walnut Hills team, fighting everything they can get to try and get the ball back and get these smaller plays that could turn this game one way or another. Anything you can try and get going for you, although East does end up getting the ball back.
Sturgill passes to Bucher, just taking her time, makes a push up court. She's covered by Linda Harris, passes back to Bacher, covered by Ross. Moving quickly here, and Macy Hill ends up with the ball. She goes up for the shot and gets it easily on the layup.
Good work there by Peyton Bucher, fighting with aggression to get some points.
Walnut Hills has called a timeout. We're going to stay with you, kind of catch you up on both of these teams. Lakota East enters the playoffs at 10-12. Most of their wins, or all 10 of their wins, have come from in-conference play. So they are yet to beat a team from out of the conference. Walnut Hills, 17-5. All 5 losses come in conference play. They are yet to lose an out-of-conference matchup. So with one of these teams obviously going to have to keep up their streak. East will try to end theirs now, which in turn will end Walnut Hills's. We will see what happens.
Definitely both of these teams in here coming off of a win, although Lakota East comes in off of a very close game against Coleraine, as we saw last Saturday with the game-winning shot by Hannah Weaver to end it, although Walnut Hills has won their last game versus Turpin 49-14. Definitely very differing score differentials there. Hopefully Lakota East can try and keep themselves in this game, which they're doing very well with a good start, holding Walnut Hills to nothing so far.
McCoon passes out to Peyton Bucher. Once again pushes up gets into the paint, and they're going to call a foul on Lakota East. It'll be a throw-in for Walnut Hills. Now, one thing I've noticed, Ethan, Walnut Hills has been using a lot of subs so far. Meanwhile, it is the same 5 players out on the court for Lakota East. Is there any reason you might see for that?
I don't know, Liam.
Any reason why Lakota East might not have used a single sub yet?
Just to try and keep their best players in, I feel like try and get a hot start, get an early lead. Last time this team played, they played in a sense of trying to take it slow and keep things at a steady pace. And that allowed Coleraine to get way too close to winning than any of us wanted. So they're trying to get a healthy lead going.
McCoon goes up for 3, just missed. Rebounded by Jacia Ross. Passes it out to Linda Harris. Just passing it around, it's Partridge. Passes it back to Ross. Billups now. East playing great paint defense. Walnut Hills just taking it nice and slow. And a great shot there from Honesty Billups, the standout sophomore on this Walnut Hills team. East now back with the ball. Bailey Bacher passes it back to Bucher under great coverage. And she's going to go for the layup. Easily gets it.
Good athletic move there by Bailey Bacher. Get a pass over somebody else's head. Get it to Peyton Bucher, who inevitably got up in the paint, got another layup. Peyton Bucher has 4 points so far.
A timeout was called by head coach Dan Wallace. We will take a quick break. Walnut Hills with possession of the ball after a foul as we come back here. Gonna make some quick moves. Passing around Harris to Ross. Passes back in this time to Onyx O'Neal. And the shot attempted by Linda Harris, no good. Peyton Bucher quickly gets the ball back and she, tries to go up for the layup. And she gets a little tripped up by one of the Walnut Hills players down on the court. And they are going to give her 2 free throws.
Peyton Bucher, good job there. Like I've said and seen so far, staying aggressive. A lot of contact there, though. These seem like this Walnut Hills team is very physical, very aggressive when it comes to their playing style, trying to just get everything, put it all out on the court.
Bucher misses her first. Sort of an uncommon sight from her. She is 54.8% on her free throw attempts.
Definitely a good, reliable number there. But as we've seen, nobody can be perfect when it comes to these things. But a good couple points definitely help as she does miss that second one.
Bella Sturgill comes back up with it on the rebound. Passes to McCoon. It's tipped and stolen. Honesty Billups. Oh, and it's stolen right back by Peyton Bucher. Passes it out to McCoon to Sturgill. Sturgill, the top scorer on this East team, and she just loses the ball. Back and forth. This ball is moving between the two teams. Now they're slowing it down a little bit. Taking their opportunities. Pass out to Ross, who passes into Baker just off the backboard. Bailey Bacher will come back up with the ball. Moving down court into the paint. Passes out to Sturgill, who steps up. Out to McCoon. Bacher. And it's great block there from Onyx O'Neal, who is third in the ECC on blocks. And an easy layup there for Honesty Billups on the recovery. Just a great little sequence there, Ethan.
I agree. Absolute fight and effort on that play as we do go to another timeout.
At the end of the first quarter,
Oh, sorry.
all the drama and the excitement, 10-6 as we head to break.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Max Clute.
And I'm Luke Mickelson, and these are your weekly announcements.
Welcome back. Second quarter just about to get underway here from Fairfield High School. First round of the playoffs. Lakota East, Walnut Hills. Tensions have been high, lots of nerves from both teams. Just a lot of ugly shots so far in this game.
A lot of these deeper shots, especially outside the three-point line, it seems like people been a little scared to take these deeper shots, and even when they do, it hasn't necessarily worked out in their favor.
Walnut Hills ends up with the ball first, and Ross attempts the shot, no good, and Peyton Bucher will get the rebound. Passes it out to Bacher, where she will now meet some defense. Passes it out to Sturgill. Oh, and it's just ripped right out of her hands by Jacia Ross. Goes for an easy layup, no good. And a bit of aggressiveness from Bella Sturgill. She rips the ball out of Jada McGee's hands. And they're gonna call a foul on Walnut Hills. They're gonna give East the ball on a throw-in.
Definitely going to try and just maintain any and all effort that they can put into this game. A lot of these fouls give both teams a good opportunity. Walnut Hills, even if they are down right now, have been making a lot of big plays, getting the ball away from Lakota East, even with them staying as aggressive as they are right now.
Bella Sturgill works herself into the paint, passes back out to McCoon, passes a dangerous pass to Bacher. Now Madison Jividen with the ball, passes back into Bacher. Just kind of letting things develop, being met with great defense by Walnut Hills. Jividen is open on the other side of the court, but Bucher is heavily covered by Honesty Billups. She passes to Sturgill, just gonna go for three. And a great shot there from Bella Sturgill. She has not had the best season from the three-point line, but comes up with a big one there.
It's definitely great to see some of our players who may not be the most advantageous three-point shooters. Don't know what that was. Looks like it might have tried to been a pass maybe from Ellie Little, but it's just nobody there to get it to as Lakota East's Bella Sturgill gets the throw-in.
Beautiful three-point shot there. She has been East's top scorer, most of that coming on two-point shots, not three-point, as her three-point percentage only at 14%.
Four players down there trying. Glad everybody got up okay. 2 from East, 2 from Walnut Hills. Take a second to reset here.
Walnut Hills calls a timeout. We're going to take a very quick break. We are back after that quick Walnut Hills timeout. They're going to end up with the ball on a throw-in. Just using their typical pass around offensive style. They get it into Zamari Baker. Going to go for the layup just short. Great coverage there from Bacher and Sturgill to make her miss that shot.
This is great play work, though, by Zamari Baker, senior center. She's been able to get a lot of power and a lot of effort in to try and get up and under the net, but when it comes to trying to get that ball up, it just hasn't been working out in her favor.
Walnut Hills with the ball, quickly moving around. Baker passes it to Rose Fightmaster, tries to make the shot, it's just blocked, and Jividen tries to get the ball. Bacher with the steal, passes outside to Macy Hill. Back to Bucher at around midcourt, and they're gonna slow the game down a little bit. Try to find an open person, some great coverage there from Sinai Partridge. Just passing around, and Sturgill gonna go up for another three, in and out of the rim. Just unfortunate, but rebounded by Macy Hill. Bacher with the ball, passes out to Bucher for three. It appears to have gone off the backboard. And a foul is called on Walnut Hills. Bella Sturgill will get 2 free throws.
Well, it may be fairly uncharacteristic of Bella Sturgill to be trying to shoot as many three-pointers as she had so far. It is good to see some more aggressive scoring or attempts to score, especially in a playoff game like this. You're going to want to get every last point that you get, so that first free throw is no good. Sometimes getting these three-point shots instead of simple layups or field goals can mean more points than you would think in the long run.
Not only that, it has to absolutely be a credit to this Walnut Hills defense, who's just been filling the paint. Clearly been looking at some film, as they had over a week to prepare for this game. They knew Bella Sturgill coming into this one. They had her circled on their list of players to look out for. They've been keeping her out of the paint as much as possible.
It's a good method here. Good to have with Lakota East that even if one of their star players gets taken out of the game, for example, Bella Sturgill, one of their other players can get and have a big game. For example, earlier on this year, we saw numerous games where Bella Sturgill was being absolutely covered 2-on-1s, having moments where she just couldn't get the scoring that we are used to seeing out of her, and we've had other people come up and take a bigger role. For example, we've seen Isidore McCoon, the sophomore, get a lot more scoring and a lot more help towards where this team is today.
Onyx O'Neal with that shot and got fouled upon, so she will also get a free throw. Quick sub there. Jada McGee comes in for Walnut Hills. They've been just cycling through a lot of players. Seems like that's been a bit of their strategy so far in this game. Just keep cycling through players and let them take control of this game. Let the constant shift in roster change the look. Josiah Ross, just an easy steal on Bailey Bacher and layup. Walnut Hills is quickly climbing back in this one. Bacher gets the pass in from Sturgill over to Macy Hill, and it's tipped on the pass by Sinai Partridge.
Good job here by Walnut Hills. Some of these breakaways have been putting deciding factors into why this game is so close. It's been a lot of those moments where Lakota East is trying to get something going on offense, and this press coverage from this Walnut Hills team has just caused them to not be able to hold on to the ball long enough to get a shot up.
And there was a Walnut Hills player who completely pushed one of the East players. None of the referees seemed to see it, although Coach Dan Wallace was calling for it. No foul.
Appears that might have been Honesty Billups. Looks like she might have been trying to maybe take some accountability, something, or even say, no, it wasn't me, Coach.
And Bailey Bacher just worked up court, passes out to McCoon, and it's just missed. Macy Hill, Bella Sturgill pushes up and in. One of the players does a flop. Honesty Billups did not get it. We apologize for the man stepping up in front of the camera. We do not have the best angle here from Fairfield, so fans will be obstructing the view. We apologize for anything missed on the court. Oh, and a great block there by McCoon. Almost was able to get the ball back, but McGee gets it. Slowly now, Partridge passes into Ross, who finds O'Neal. Just misses that layup. And then Bacher passes way down court to Bucher. She just undershoots it as she goes out of bounds, but she will draw a foul.
Peyton Bucher coming up to shoot free throws once again.
And there you go, Peyton Bucher gets her first free throw of the game. Now she'll get another chance, and there's another substitution for Walnut Hills. Misses the second. Walnut Hills comes up with the ball. Quickly now, Partridge is moving down court. She passes out to Billups. Trying to find something. She finds little. Undershot, and O'Neal gets it back in, but it's stolen by Bucher. And Macy Hill tries to get the ball back. She will go out of bounds, and Walnut Hills will get a throw in.
These are some of those smaller moments when a game like this is getting a lot closer than East is wanting it to, that you're trying to watch out for some of those smaller mistakes. A short pass that bounces out of bounds a little bit, or somebody taking a false step when trying to throw the ball back in. Any little thing can make this game right now.
Passing around now. Little with the ball, passes out to Billups. And O'Neal gets an easy layup. They pull within 4. Sturgill to Bacher. And there goes Bacher just sailing down court again. McCoon with possession. And another steal for this Walnut Hills team. This time it was O'Neal. She passes out to Ross. And now they'll slow it down by the net. Billups passes into O'Neal. Goes up for the layup. She makes it. It's a 2-point game.
Onyx O'Neal having an absolute game right now. 7 points. She averages only 4 points a game, but so far she is having an absolute night of her own, absolutely dominating in the paint, doing whatever she wants, imposing her will in this game.
She has been quite effective for Walnut Hills on defense. She is 5th in the Eastern Cincinnati Conference in rebounds and 3rd in blocks. Nothing in scoring, but tonight she has been a clear MVP for Walnut Hills. Coach Dan Wallace has called a timeout. We will take a quick break. We are back from that full timeout. Bella Sturgill ready to throw it in for East. And they started out leading 8-0. It's now a 2-point game. East has to find a bit of a rhythm here. Walnut Hills' defense just been imposing their will. Bucher tried to pass it to McCoon. Just sails right by, and Walnut Hills will get a throw in.
Great work here by this Walnut Hills defense. Just been absolutely putting a stop to this Lakota East offensive movement. Anything they've been trying to do in the paint and trying to stay aggressive just has not been working in their favor.
Back out to Partridge, just misses the three. Bacher comes back up with it and passes outside to Bucher. She's gonna run up court, tries to pass to Macy Hill. Another block, this time just Sia Ross. And if you're Lakota East, where do you even go from here? Walnut Hills on defense has just been completely dominant. I mean, I feel like you're kind of lucky to even have this lead right now.
Good play by Peyton Bucher there, throwing the ball off of, I believe that was Sine Partridge maybe, trying to get the ball off her, get a throw in off the side there.
Bella Sturgill tries to go up for it. Another block by Onyx O'Neal.
Bella Sturgill looking for some kind of foul, holding her face, she thinks, or is trying to get the ref's attention, thinking she got smacked by Onyx O'Neal on that absolute swat out of bounds.
Isidore McCoon throw in to Bailey. Bacher goes up for a quick layup, just overshot there off the backboard, and Walnut Hills has it. In goes Partridge for the tie. No, O'Neal comes back up with it. Now they'll blow a whistle here. There is a penalty resulting in a throw-in for Lakota East.
Another stop of this game. Lakota East has had all the time they need to try and make some moves, get the ball back into rotation, keep things alive here.
Bella Sturgill just moving nice and easy. Passes back to Bucher, back to Sturgill now. Passes outside to Bacher, who's gonna work her way into the paint, outside to Sturgill. She's got a bit of a lane there, just undershot. Didn't have the best angle on that shot. Walnut Hills back up with it. And we've seen Sinai Partridge with this ball quite a bit. And here she goes yet again. Passes all the way over to Honesty Billups. And now just Sia Ross. So they're just kind of killing the clock. 4 seconds left. She goes for the three and the lead. And nothing comes up with it. East with a slim 2-point lead heading into the half. We will be right back from Fairfield after the halftime.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Max Clute.
And I'm Luke Mickelson, and these are your weekly announcements.
We're off this upcoming Monday, January 19th for Martin Luther King Day. Schedules will stay the same as normal.
Speaking of Martin Luther King Day, some Lakota East students participated in a Martin Luther King Day speech contest, and the winner is straight out of our sophomore classes.
But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
What is your name and grade?
I'm Malik Al-Samani, and I'm a sophomore.
How'd you hear about the essay contest?
Ms. Mahaffey's honors English 10 class, she offered it as an extra credit assignment. It was kind of a reflection on my family and their experiments.
Can you describe how you felt when you won?
I was kind of shocked at first, but it was like a very good feeling. On Martin Luther King Day, the 19th, I'll stand up in front of like a group of people and I'll just read my essay out loud.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop.
Thanks, guys.
The 2026 Lakota East Jazz Swing Dance is coming up on Friday, February 6th in the Lakota East main campus cafeteria from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Tickets are $10 and will be available to purchase at the event. All proceeds go directly to support Lakota East band students and the Guard.
Come join us for an evening of music from the big band era, swing dancing, dance lessons, snacks, and fun for the entire family.
NHS applications are available to juniors with a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or higher. They must be picked up after school in room 266 or 270 between Monday, January 12th and Friday, January 16th.
Remember, juniors, that this is your only opportunity to apply to be a member of the NHS during your senior year. We are so excited to congratulate our Lakota East dance team, who recently won first place in their competition over the weekend and are continuing to show their talent and spirit for the school.
My name is Lacey Burke.
My name's Caleb Wood.
I've been on the dance team for 3 years now, and I'm a senior.
I'm a senior and I've been on the Lakota East dance team for 4 years.
What is Lakota East Dance Team?
Lakota East Dance Team is a sport here at Lakota East that we all come together and we make great halftime performances for the basketball games.
Well, it's obviously the dance team of Lakota East, but we perform at pregame basketball games and at halftime at only home basketball games, not away.
Why is it important to have a dance team?
It's important to have a dance team to help raise that school spirit of ours and just get out in the community and have fun.
I think it provides a fun atmosphere every single game and it adds something like a little pizzazz to it.
What work gets put in behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, we spend a lot of time cleaning our nationals routine and our performances we perform at halftime. We also spend a lot of time conditioning our bodies to be prepared for that.
Behind the scenes, we practice weekly, and recently we've been preparing for state and nationals is down in Florida, February 6th, and we're so excited to go.
Why do you continue to dance for the dance team?
I continue to dance for Lakota East because I love the environment and the people I'm around. I also think it's very fun. We love being in the spotlight, so it's just a good time for all of us.
I continue to dance for the love of dance, of course, but also the friends and family that I've made through it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Tonight's game theme is USA.
Hope to see you in your stars and stripes on the Hawks Nest.
Boys JV plays at 4:30, girls varsity plays at 6, and boys varsity plays at 7:30. And the dance team will be performing during halftime of the boys varsity game.
Lakota East Broadcasting will be streaming the game, so make sure you follow the club on Instagram and YouTube at LEHS Broadcasting to stay updated. Hey Max, what is the difference between a duck and George Washington?
I don't know.
One has a face on a bill and the other has a bill on its face.
These have been your weekly announcements brought to you by Lakota East Media. Have a great day, Hawks. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Attention juniors, Monday, January 12th, NHS applications will be available for juniors that meet the following minimum requirements: a 3.8 weighted cumulative GPA and have completed 30 hours of community service since the 8th grade. Applications will be available to be picked up in room 270 with Mrs. Goski or room 266 with Ms. Gershner after school starting on January 12th.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Madison Springmeyer.
And I'm Beck Lucas, and these are your weekly announcements.
Congratulations, Hawks. You have made it through your first week of school in 2026, and you can look forward to another 4-day week a week from now, thanks to Martin Luther King Day.
The Lakota East BattleBots Winter Brawl is coming up on the 15th. Our engineering students are preparing to battle against other schools in the upper gym. Our peers worked hard to build powerful bots over these past months, so teachers, if you have a free bell, please bring your students down to support or play the live stream provided by Lakota East Broadcasting on YouTube.
And now, let's go see Bailey and Natalie to update us on the Lakota East sports world. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Natalie.
We hope you had a great break, because our athletes definitely did not slow down. The new year is already busy for Thunderhawks sports.
That's right. While most of us are sleeping in over break, our teams were practicing and competing. There was a lot going on, so let's jump right in.
Starting with the boys basketball, they went 2 out of 3 over the break and are playing some solid basketball right now.
They will be back in action this Friday with a road game at Oak Hill, so be sure to mark your calendars to come out and support.
On the girls basketball side, it has been a tough stretch with 2 losses since the break, but they are looking to bounce back.
That bounce back opportunity comes this Saturday when they also play at Oak Hills. Good luck to all the girls this weekend.
And for the wrestling, they had a full schedule as well. The boys competed at Wilmington on Wednesday and have a big weekend ahead.
They will be competing at the Ron Thomas Invitational and the Charlie Moore Invitational.
And on the girls' side, the girls' wrestling team was also at Wilmington and are getting ready for the Pioneer Classic this weekend.
Gymnastics was also in action with the meet on the 30th, and they are back at it again this Saturday.
Good luck to the gymnastics team as they continue their season this weekend.
Finally, swimming is back in action as they compete in the Princeton Invitational this weekend.
A lot has happened over break, and there's even more coming up for Thunderhawk sports.
Now, there's only one thing left to say.
Let's go Thunderhawks! Class registration is now open. Start planning and scheduling all of your classes for the 2026-2027 school year. You can schedule your classes and school links, and everything closes January 30th. Make a meeting with your counselor or look on the Lakota website for more information. Be sure to keep in mind your electives and take a content creation course like digital editing or multimedia production, and you can be a part of making these wonderful weekly announcements. There are also weighted courses and have opportunities for college credit and graduating with honors.
And now let's hear a former East graduate talk about speech class.
Since that scoring streak, they've really slowed down. They've had lots of turnovers, and it's been a sloppy basketball game for them. Score more efficiently on the offensive side of the ball.
Second half is just about to get underway. Lakota East with the throw-in, and Bailey Bacher moving down court quickly. Covered by number 14, Jacia Ross. Passes it back to Bella Sturgill, walks into the paint, and an easy layup for her. Lakota East starts off hot here. Coming down court for Walnut Hills is Sinai Partridge. Passes it out to Honesty Billups, who passes it into Samari Baker. Misses the shot. On the rebound, O'Neal tries to get it up, misses that as well. Macy Hill with the rebound. It is now in the hands of Bailey Bacher, who gets blocked by Jacia Ross, and she's just gonna take an easy layup there. Walnut Hills gets that ball, and there are some players down on the court. Bailey Bacher is down. She is slow to get up. Bit of a limp. She's trying to walk it off here. It appears she is gonna be okay. There we go, video is back. Macy Hill for the throw-in. Passes it out to Bucher. And Bella Sturgill almost got her hands on it, but it was stolen by Onyx O'Neal. And now Sturgill is down on the court, an easy layup for Walnut Hills.
Those turnovers are just killing them.
Bella Sturgill, yeah, something happened in her leg. She's coming off the court now. And in goes Madison Springmeyer, who does have the taped up thumb, mind you. She has had this since the game on Saturday against Coleraine. Bailey Bacher quickly moving down the court, and she pushes off. They're going to call a foul on Walnut, or on Bailey Bacher. They're all going to move down the court now so that Honesty Billups can throw it into Jacia Ross. Just slows it down now. Passes back over to Billups. To Partridge. Foul called. And Walnut Hills gonna get a throw-in on their side of the court. This has been a foul-heavy opening to the second half. What do you even see now here, Joel?
Yeah, it's not good basketball. It's not clean basketball, and both sides of both teams have just not been playing a good game. And I think this is going to cause the game to be very close.
Neck and neck heading into a timeout. We will be right back. End of the timeout coming up here. Lakota East just not been clean football or clean basketball at all. Sloppy is the name of the game here. As the throw-in is about to come in for Walnut Hills. Passes it out to O'Neal, and it's stolen by Bacher. Passes it over to Peyton Bucher. Passes it back to Bacher. She's just taking her time. Jacia Ross, heavy coverage, passes out to Macy Hill. Into McCoon for two. Just misses off the rim. And Ross with the quick rebound. She's moving down the court, passes over to Billups. Back to Ross. She's going for three in their first lead of the game. It is going to be a no-go. Baker now with the try, and there it is. Walnut Hills pulls ahead for the first time in this game. Peyton Bucher now, and she just loses the ball. They're going to call a foul on Walnut Hills. It'll give East a throw-in at around halfway into their own territory.
Walnut Hills should keep feeding Zamari Baker, since she's been their star player this game in the paint. Just keep feeding it to her in the post, and she'll keep scoring for them.
Macy Hill with the throw-in to Bacher. Quickly moving up the court. Trying to pass it outside to Sturgill. Gets blocked. And Ross jumps on it. Let's see who they give the ball to. They're calling for a jump ball there. And that'll be Walnut Hills' ball. Just a great jump there by Jacia Ross, able to recognize the play and take over possession for her team. Jacia Ross passing outside to Billups, who's working her way up the court, and with ease gets that layup. And Sturgill will throw it into Peyton Bucher. And they're going to call a foul on Walnut Hills, giving Peyton Bucher 2 free throws. And the Walnut Hills faithful not happy about that one. Peyton Bucher lines up for her first. Misses it. Peyton Bucher now only 1 for 5 in this game. Goes up for the second. She's only 1 for 6 in free throw attempts. Slowly now, Walnut Hills working their way up the court. Billups to Ross. And she steps up, passes it into Baker. Another easy layup for her. Sturgill quickly tries something there. She just steps in.
Walnut Hills crowd, again, not happy.
That was, I mean, it's hard to say, you know, as a Lakota East student, but that didn't feel quite right. I mean, Bella Sturgill stepped into Linda Harris, not the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. These refs have some iffy calls all night.
East now with a throw-in. Peyton Bucher on the move, trying to outsmart this incredible Walnut Hills defense. Passes to Sturgill, passes back to Bucher. Goes up for 3, an easy shot. She made that one look easy. Quickly, this game keeps on moving. Ross is gonna shoot for 3 off the rim. East almost ended up back with it, but Billups ends up with the ball. Trying to find somebody, tells Ross to move back across, and an easy steal from Macy Hill right out of the hands. Passes into Bucher, goes for the layup, overshot just a bit. And they are going to call a foul on Bella Sturgill for pushing. That appears to be Zamari Baker. Walnut Hills will get a throw in now. Ross, easy layup right there. Nothing that they could have done about that one. Peyton Bucher with the ball for East. Moving quickly here. Coach Wallace is yelling over across the court. Bucher tries to make the shot. Walnut Hills ends up with the ball once again. Ball's just going to roll out of bounds there.
If East wants to start scoring, I think they need to take some perimeter shots and try to get some threes down, because this inside scoring is clearly not working for them.
Handful of subs for Walnut Hills. Macy Hill with the throw into Bailey Bacher, trying her typical moving up court act. Passes it back and forth, and it's now in the hands of Bella Sturgill, back on the court after her injury. Goes for the layup, misses. McCoon on the rebound is able to make the shot. Now here goes Walnut Hills yet again, who has been on the attack for this entire third quarter. Jasiah Ross with possession of the ball. Passing it around now. Back to the hands of Partridge. She's going to work her way into the paint, and an easy layup just missed. O'Neal on the rebound, just missed. And they are going to call a foul on that one. It's going to be a throw-in for Lakota East. Ethan Lennon coming back on the mic now. He was working through a number of things. Shout out to him for that.
Trying to multitask graphic design and commentary in the same day is very difficult. Glad to be back here, though. Did see a lot of great action down on the court. A lot of great offensive play as Bella Sturgill drains the two-point shot to try and get back into good fighting distance here after the Eagles have taken the lead shortly.
Walnut Hills now back on the offensive attack. East has gained a little bit of momentum here. They have a great opportunity to, if they can get a good stop here, take the ball back and go back down court for the lead. Jasia Ross pushes in, steps back, just misses the shot. Rebounded by Isidore McCoon. Gonna take a step, then pass to Bacher. Quickly moving up the court, there's a foul called.
Although there was a foul, presumably, here's it was on Walnut Hills. Bailey Bacher up to shoot free throws. Bailey Bacher is currently at a solid 60% for free throws this season. Place you want to be, person you want to have shooting free throws at a time like this.
For the tie right here, she gets that easily. And now a chance to take the lead with a second shot. Just misses it. This game is tied at 27.
What a game this has turned to be with all of these score changes and this absolute, it's just such a similar level of play that both of these teams are on right now. Walnut Hills goes up and takes the lead. Called by timeout here. I believe called by Walnut Hills.
A full timeout called by Walnut Hills after they retook the lead. We will be right back.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Max Clute.
And I'm Luke Mickelson, and these are your weekly announcements.
We're off this upcoming Monday, January 19th for Martin Luther King Day. Schedules will stay the same as normal.
Speaking of Martin Luther King Day, some Lakota East students participated in a Martin Luther
Welcome back from Fairfield High School. East was able to make a bit of a comeback, tie the game up. But Walnut Hills now gains the lead. The second lead change, third lead change of the game. Bacher passes out to Weaver, who's gonna work her way up. Size is an advantage in how she's just able to sneak across the court. Macy Hill now with the ball. Gonna work her way around, passes it over to Bacher. Over to Macy Hill, thought about three, into Sturgill. Bacher just playing keep away at the moment. No travel call there. Hannah Weaver goes up for two. It's deflected and in the hands of Zamari Baker. And Walnut Hills moving quickly. Honesty Billups has a shot here, but it goes back over to Baker. And now Partridge with possession of the ball. Gonna slow it down a little bit. An acknowledgement of the clock. Billups now a chance to add to their lead. She just misses. Bailey Bacher, McCoon, Hill. They're quickly moving down court. They want to score in this quarter. Bacher at the line for three, and the lead just misses. Oh man, an obvious foul call with 3 seconds left. Now there's a bit of a discussion, but Bella Sturgill very likely could be called on her. She's been a bit over-aggressive in this game so far.
Bella Sturgill, somebody with tendencies to play more aggressive, as we've seen all year. She is a high-scoring, high-fouling player. With this call, she would have had 3, but she now just has 2, along with 12 points on this game.
She is pulled from the game. Audrey Castleman and Madison Springmeyer are going in. Macy Hill and, of course, Bella Sturgill coming off. 3 seconds left. Walnut Hill's just going to make a quick jut up. That's the end of the third quarter. Still lots of basketball to be played, but if it's going to be this dirty, it's going to be hard for East. 29-27 after 3. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Max Clute.
And I'm Luke Mickelson, and these are your weekly announcements.
We're off this upcoming Monday, January 19th for Martin Luther King Day. Schedules will stay the same as normal.
Speaking of Martin Luther King Day, some Lakota East students...
Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway from Fairfield. Round 1 of the OHSAA women's basketball playoffs. It's been a tight one in this game. Walnut Hills has had a very strong third quarter that has given them the opportunity to have the lead here in the fourth. Bacher passes it back to Bella Sturgill. She's looking for somebody, getting aggressively covered by Onyx O'Neill. Passes to Weaver. Bucher gonna take some time now. Let somebody get open. It's Isidore McCoon, quickly covered by Baker, and passes out to Sturgill, who's going to work her way in for the tie. Off the rim, another rebound by Jasia Ross.
Another very close one there. Lakota East now getting a side of this Walnut Hills defense they hadn't seen earlier in this game. They got a free 8 or 10 points to start off this game without having Walnut Hills do almost anything. And now they're struggling to keep ahead.
And wide open is Jasia Ross. Quickly, though, Peyton Bucher steps over to prevent the 3. Baker tries for a quick layup. Nice and easy. And as you were saying, Ethan, this defense has just really, they were good in the first half, but they've kicked it into another gear in this second half. And East has just been struggling to find an answer.
Along with that, their offense has definitely taken a bigger step up, scoring almost twice as many points in the third quarter alone than they did the first half. All these Walnut Hills players having great games here. Been a time of trying to keep this high-powered Lakota East offense down, and they've been doing that very well so far, along with getting some good scoring of their own.
Bella Sturgill at the three-point line moves into the paint for 2, off the rim, and uncharacteristically bad shot from a wide open Bailey Bacher. Now Jasia Ross down on the court, a little slow to get up. We've been seeing a lot of players go down on the court. So far, no serious injuries, but still a point of concern to see so many people just getting tripped up, and that can be attributed to the aggressive play that has been seen on this court tonight.
I agree. These kind of games have just came down to making sure everybody's healthy, and these small injuries, while setting off just a little bit of time, can change the pacing for the rest of a certain player's game.
Onyx O'Neill makes it a 2-score game now. 6 points. McCoon goes for 3, completely overshot. Weaver on the rebound, passes out to Bacher, finds Sturgill, thinks about 3, steps back into the paint. Now she's going to slow it down a bit. Passes out to McCoon, to Peyton Bucher. They're trying something here, and just completely blocked by Honesty Billups, and then lands right in the hands of Jasia Ross. And this is the kind of onslaught that Walnut Hills has been bringing in this second half. It's been making it near impossible for East to get a good shot.
Honesty Billups there had a wide open free chance to take a 3-point shot, but Honesty Billups is sitting at a whopping 0% average on her 3-point shots. I'm honestly not surprised that they just let her shoot that.
Bella Sturgill now tries for 2. There's a clean shot from Bella. And now a timeout called by Lakota East. We're gonna take a quick break. Five minutes and 1 second, all that decides this game between Walnut Hills and Lakota East. East is down 4. They led heading into halftime. They went on a quick 10-0 run to open the game, but since then, it has been pretty much all Walnut Hills.
Very impressive by Walnut Hills after being stopped pretty much in their tracks right at the start of this game to get in a place of control and establish the game of play here. Bella Sturgill fights for the ball. A lot of aggressive there.
And Onyx O'Neal able to get a hold of it, passes it out to Jasia Ross. And that's been another problem for East. They've just had terrible ball control, to be quite honest with you. It has not been pretty. Ball's just slipping through the hands of pretty much every single player.
I agree. Everybody here has just been struggling to keep the ball in hand, especially in transition, trying to get down to the other side of the court. Some of these players aren't used to getting tracked down and having the ball stolen from them like that.
They call a warning on Walnut Hills. Didn't exactly catch what they said, but East is now down 6 yet again. They got to move quickly here. They have to try to reestablish some momentum. Sturgill passes to Balker. Just going to try for the shot. An easy one there. They cross the 30-point threshold. Still trying to catch up to Walnut Hills, who is quickly back on their side of the court. And, oh, an almost shot there for Partridge. Loses the ball, but then passes out to Baker, who misses it, and Balker rebounds it. She's going to pass out to Weaver, to McCoon. Now Balker has the ball back. They're slowing it down a bit. And McCoon just loses the ball there. Some great defensive coverage by Honesty Billups.
This is the same kind of small mistakes I was talking about earlier, Liam. People dribbling the ball out of bounds, or some of these smaller things, just trying to get into a place of scoring, can throw off the whole balance of a game. And in a spot like this, those are the kind of small mistakes you do not need to be making.
Time running out. East needs to find an answer and find it fast. Walnut Hills in complete control. Baker goes up for 2, another easy one. She has been on fire in this game. She is now at 12 points. And East is now down 6 yet again.
One thing I've especially noticed here is Bella Sturgill has been complete absent in this last quarter, as she has only accumulated 2 or 4 points in this entire fourth quarter, more or less second half. She hasn't just been able to do anything so far. As well as that, Bailey Bacher has been held to 3 points. Peyton Bucher has 8, and Isidore McCoon has 4. It's the kind of position you don't want to be in, where you have all your best players out on the court and they aren't able to do much of anything.
Bailey Bacher did miss her shot, but she will get 2 free throw attempts. Off the rim for 1. And yeah, now you notice when players like Sturgill and Bacher are being held down, I mean, they're your star players, but they have really been struggling to get anything going in this one. And now you're starting to see the repercussions of that. They're getting frustrated. They're missing easy shots like free throws that they typically make. It ends up being the main contributor to what could end up being a playoff loss for Lakota East.
As Lakota East brings in Madison Springmeyer, the junior. Interesting to see her coming back out. Last game we saw on senior night, she got a little bit of playing time, hit her left wrist, which she does have wrapped up there, and she did not play the rest of the game. She was out with some pain. Glad to see her back out on the court. Isidore McCoon fights to keep the ball in.
Bacher working her way back up the court now. Gonna slow it down a bit, take a step. Passes over to Springmeyer. Seemed like it was intended for Sturgill, but Springmeyer did get her hands on it. Now out to Macy Hill. Back to Sturgill. Gonna go for three. She makes a clean three. And Bella Sturgill now has 3 threes on the night.
Bella Sturgill, as we've said already, uncharacteristic three-point shooter, has made 3 of 4 tonight. Absolute powerhouse shooting deep so far.
She is up to 17 points in this game. And a timeout is called. We will be right back after a quick break.
Good morning, Lakota East High School. My name is Max Clute.
And I'm Luke Mickelson, and these are your weekly announcements.
We're off this upcoming Monday, January 19th for Martin Luther King Day. Schedules will stay the same as normal.
Speaking of Martin Luther King Day, some Lakota East students participated in a Martin Luther King Day speech contest. And the winner...
That timeout was called by head coach Adam Lazar of Walnut Hills. Both teams now have 1 remaining and 1:40 left. Walnut Hills has the ball.
This game means everything for both of these teams. Both of these teams filled with seniors. Notably here for Lakota East, Bella Sturgill has 17 points with 1.5 minutes left. As this could very well be the last game of her high school career. Will she get to 20 points on the day one last time? Or will she end it off with 17 or less?
O'Neal basically passed it to McCoon, and now East has an opportunity here. Bailey Bacher looking for an opening, passes it quickly to Springmeyer, who passes it over to Macy Hill. McCoon goes up for 3, off the rim, and Onyx O'Neal steals it. And now Sinai Partridge is working down the court. They're starting to waste a little bit of time now. Walnut Hills, a great opportunity. East will not have another great chance. They will likely have another chance, but not a great one. They call a foul there.
This foul could push momentum in either direction here. Foul on Lakota East.
They are gonna call it on Lakota East, Isidore McCoon. And it's going to give a throw-in to Walnut Hills, and that can be a backbreaker in the event that East cannot get a quick steal here. Another foul called.
At this point, you start to think, is Lakota East trying to draw fouls, maybe waste some time? Or no, not waste some time, sorry, stop the clock, give them more time, give them more chances to recover and possibly try and get back into a scoring position.
Mind you, they do still have 1 timeout. And there's another foul there. It is very likely, as to what you said, they're just trying to keep stopping the clock. They're find a way to get the ball back. They have to use it smartly, though, because if they can't afford to lose a player who might be pretty high on fouls in this game.
Good and smart, though, that Lakota East is able.
Oh, a foul call. There was a great opportunity there. But it appears they're going to call Bella Sturgill on a push of Zamari Baker. And that is their official call as to why she lost the ball there. So it will be a Walnut Hills ball, regardless of the foul.
Trying to see here, get anything they can get, any last-minute defensive move.
And another foul there. Just going to keep drawing it, and that's kind of what Walnut Hills is doing now. They're going to let them keep getting their fouls. They're just going to run across the court, kill as much time as they can in between each foul. And now the Worth is a very dangerous position, and it's very likely that with even one free throw completion, it will end Lakota East season. Josiah Ross, 86.2% on free throws, now gets 2. It's a 4-point game with 28 seconds left. And that will likely just about do it here.
This is likely the last 28 seconds of this season for Lakota East.
This is that one. That gives East maybe a breath of life, but they have to be quick. They do have a timeout remaining. A foul called. This one's on Walnut Hills. And with 20 seconds left, East gonna get an opportunity to throw in. That's not gonna do much for them, unfortunately. You can see on the sideline, some of the players are starting to realize this is their last game together as a team. Some, of course, seniors will not be returning, and they have been a huge influence on this team. Bit of physicality between O'Neal and Sturgill. It's been like that all game.
O'Neal trying to see. She feels as if she's been fouled. She's here tugging on her jersey.
It appears she is going to get those free throws. That is Bella Sturgill's 4th foul. And I know the strategy has been just keep getting fouls, but you can't let Bella Sturgill foul out in her final game. You just can't.
Even if, I mean, Bella Sturgill's already had 3 up until the intentional fouling came in.
A clean shot there from Onyx O'Neal. Just pouring salt on Lakota East's wound.
See if they will. Onyx O'Neal now at officially 10 points on today's game. Will be a 40. Nope, they will not get it. Score stays at 39.
Bailey tries to pass to McCoon.
Missed.
Goes right through the fingers and out of bounds. 11 seconds, and Walnut Hills gets a throw in. You know, if you're East, it's just kind of unfortunate with that incredible start. You had a lot of momentum, and then Walnut Hills, they started dominating for 3 quarters. And just slowly killed Lakota East and let their mistakes eat them alive. So that'll just about do it here. 10 seconds left. And more free throws on the way, it appears so.
It appears they will be bringing in the rest of the seniors on this Lakota East team for their last little bit of their high school career. Madison Jividen and Hannah Weaver.
They are
getting ready to sub in.
They are both waiting to get subbed in. Macy Hill and Bella Sturgill both out there. What a touching moment that head coach Dan Wallace is giving to these seniors. Of course, not the outcome they would have wanted, but it was a hard, hard-fought match aggressive and physical, and they did just about everything they can, but Walnut Hills' defense was absolutely outstanding in this game. It made it a lot harder to do something here. Bacher passes out to Sturgill. She's going to try for her 20. She gets it! And if anything to cheer about as a Lakota East fan tonight, it is that right there. Bella Sturgill hits 4 of 5 3-point shots and gets to 20 points in her final high school game.
What a nice moment. Even with a sour end of the season, it gets just a little sweet note, as we've talked about. Bella Sturgill, 20 points as in her last game as a Thunderhawk.
Only 2 seconds left on the clock. Coach Wallace calls a timeout. I imagine there is no strategy being discussed, just love. It's been a hard-fought season for this team. They've overcome so many struggles, and they fall just short to Walnut Hills, keeping their undefeated non-conference record alive. Lakota East now falls to 0-7 against out-of-conference opponents, going winless. Walnut Hills getting ready to prep for next Saturday, or this Saturday, excuse me. They will have their final game, or not their final game, but their next game of the season.
Things finish out here.
Just, yep, quick. Jasia Ross will run out the clock, and Walnut Hills is moving on to the second round in the OHSAA playoffs. A hard-fought, but ultimately heartbreaking end for Lakota East. Bella Sturgill hits 20 points and 4 3-point shots. A great game from her. We would like to thank our sponsors, Butler Tech and the Athletic Boosters. For the final time of women's basketball, this has been Lakota East Broadcasting. This crew, Joel Edwards, Cadence Koyak, I've been Liam Martin.
Here with Ethan Lennon.
We would like to thank you all for tuning in, checking out the game. We will see you again for men's basketball.